You're watching Breakfast Television on City TV. We're talking curling this morning. Calgary's Carey joining us, just home after winning the Scotties Tournament of Hearts and National Championships, of course. The win earning Chelsea's rink a trip now to the World Championships coming up in March in Denmark, which is pretty cool. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How does it feel? You're the national champ this year.
I don't know that it's sunk in yet. It was such a crazy game, and you know, it didn't look like we were going to win it for most of it, so I'm not sure it's totally sunk in, but starting to, so we're really excited.
Okay, and I was chatting with you during the commercial break, and you were saying, and I was asking you if it's fun when you're playing at that level or if it's nerve-wracking, and you said that it's fun once it's over, right?
Yeah, the final's tough. Like, it's a fun week, but it's a long week too, so it's a grind, and we know that. I mean, we've all been to the Scotties enough times to kind of know what it's about, but yeah, the final's always nerve-wracking, and once you get into it, it's just like any other game as far as you don't really feel much different, but it's no, I wouldn't say it's more fun. It's just, it's a battle all the time, and you hope you come out on the right side of it, because then it's pretty fun.
And then it's fun to celebrate, of course. Okay, so what's next now for you and your rink? I mean, you practice, you curl out of the Glencoe Club here in the city, and how do you prepare for the World Championships?
Well, we're actually a little spread out. The other three live in Edmonton, so we'll practice mostly on our own, but they're going to come into Calgary a couple days before we leave for Denmark for a team practice, which will be nice. So it's a lot about rest and recovery right now. It's just a very long week with the Scotties, and there's a million things to do in between, and it's easy to get really stressed out and kind of not give your body that time to recover. So as much sleep as we can get, as much rest as we can get, some light training. We're not trying to get better at curling at this point. We're just trying to stay loose and keep in touch with kind of that feel that we had at the Scotties, and then we'll get some jet lag preparation going and head off to Denmark.
Change your body clock, so to speak?
Yeah, I'll try to do some of that. They put together, Curling Canada puts together a whole plan for us with trying to reduce the jet lag as much as possible. We're going to Denmark about 5 days early, so we should have enough time to get on the right time zone at least before we start playing.
And how do you stay loose? Do you just throw rocks, like, and just kind of just practice what you want to practice type thing, or how does it work?
Yeah, well, mostly just throw rocks, especially because we're not all together, so we can't do team stuff for most of the time in between the two. They do the pre-game practice a little different. The draw to the button for hammer is a little different at Worlds, so when we do get together, we'll work on that a bit. But other than that, you're not trying to reinvent the wheel at this point. We're playing pretty well and feeling pretty good, so you're just trying to stay kind of in touch with that.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, and how do you stay grounded, knowing that now you're going to be representing our country on the world stage against the world's best curlers?
Yeah, it's tough. The maple leaf, wearing the maple leaf is the most incredible honor anyone could have as far as I'm concerned, but it's also very heavy. There's very high expectations, so no different than hockey. You know, you look at a world championship and everybody's expecting gold. Certainly they're expecting a podium. So there's a lot of pressure associated with that, but we picked up a fifth who has some pretty good experience, an alternate player has some pretty good experience dealing with the pressure, so she'll help us out. Curling Canada sends a support team, so they help us out with that. They've all been to the Worlds, 30, 40 times with different teams and stuff, so we've got a great team around us and behind us to help us deal with that. You're
going to feed off the pressure, the comeback pressure that you kind of worked through with the Scotties? Do you think that'll help in Denmark?
We had to grind out a lot of games at the Scotties. It wasn't just the final, and that's kind of been how our season went, and we early on in the season identified that being a grinding team is something that's really important, to be able to pull off those wins and kind of never say die and that kind of thing. And we weren't great at it early in the year, and we put a conscious effort into working at it. So I think that helps us out as a team in every event we play in, and certainly will not hurt us at the Worlds.
Well, good luck. I hope the preparations go well for all of you, all 5 of you, before you head overseas. And good luck with the body clock transition and all of the nutrition and the rest and that type of thing. And we're going to be rooting for you. Nice to see you too, Chelsea. Welcome back home, by the way, and congratulations once again.